Hello student, today we are going to start our new lecture on address calculation. This address calculation is done in your double dimension and single dimension array. Now we are going to calculate the memory of in double dimension and single dimension array. Students, before doing the address calculation in array, we must know what is array and how we are going to do that. As you all know that an array is a linear data structure because it is in a sequence one by one. Now what is linear data structure? Linear data structure we can say is the logical structure created in the memory to contain data sequentially, which is in sequence form. In such category we know that three data types of data comes, that are array, stacks and queues. Okay, in this we will learn how many number of bytes account occupied in the memory of an array element depends upon its data type. Hence, to access appropriate data we must know its physical address in the memory. We must know how much data is going to occupy in the memory, which type of data it is. So this is the reason why address calculation is essential to work with the data values. That's why we need to work with the address calculation to know how much the data value are going to take the memory in your array. Now first we will learn that what is address calculation in single dimension array, in one dimension or single dimension array. See here, first view, each on of has its own formula. You have to mug up or learn the formula very thoroughly. In that formula only you have to do the calculation. Okay. For the single dimension array, see array I. This is your index number. Array I, this is your variable of array and will be calculated by using this formula. In the single dimension array, address will be calculated by b plus w within bracket I minus l. What is here b? B is your base address and w is your word width. Suppose we have taken int type, so that has got word width number of bytes. How much int has? It has 4. Suppose we have taken float type, then it has how much bytes it occupies in the memory? It occupies 4 bytes. Okay, if we have taken double, then it occupies your 8 bytes. So like that, and I is your index or cell number of the element in the array. Okay, and L is the lower boundary, that is the lowest index of the array. L means the lowest index of the array. Okay, now how we will know that lowest cell number or array index is taken to be 0 by default. If there is no number, then we take it as a 0 unless mentioned otherwise. If the cell range is mentioned as array minus 4 till 10, then what will be the lowest? Then lowest will be used is minus 4. Okay, see here the minus 4, this is the lowest. Okay, and this is the formula for your single dimension array. Now see, here we have done a question how we are going to calculate there. A single dimension array contains 10 integers. It is the size of 10 integers. If the base address of the array is 1000, find the address of the 6th and 8th element of the array. See, here we have got base address 1000. I subscript of the 6th element is 5 because lowest cell number of the array is 0. 4 with 4 because the value is here we have taken the value is int integer. Okay, see it here, it is written integer number, so the word width will be 4, and l 0 is the lowest cell number is taken by default because no cell number has been given here, so we will take by default 0. And address of the 6th element, see we have taken here 1000 plus 4, 5 minus 0. Now here we have calculated and we have got this answer. Now for the 7th we have to calculate 6th and 8th element. So for 6th it was 5th and 8th for it is 7. Here we have fit the formula, and in the formula we have taken each and everything, and this like this we have got the answer. Okay. Now we will do come to our second and double dimension address calculation. Now we are going to do double dimension address calculation in array. See how we are going to do. While sorting the elements of the double dimension array in memory, these are allocated continuous memory locations. You all know that array is a continuous memory location, which we can say continuous memory locations. Therefore, a 2D array must be linearized so as to enable their storage. There are two types of alternatives to achieve. First, row measure wise, and second is column measure. See, this is your row measure and this is your column measure. In double dimension array, we know that there is row and second is a column. Now, for the row measure wise, see how we have to do the calculation. Here we will take array ij. Here you know all that. B is for the base address, W is for the word width, N is the number, I number of columns, how many columns are there, I index number, RO lower range, lowest row number, J is your column subscript element whose address to be calculated, C is your lower range of column, lowest column. See, in row measure row measure orientation, we have to take column, lowest row number and lowest column number. Okay, now see column measure wise orientation. For the column we have to this formula. Okay, see there, here we will take, in column we will take number of rows, in row we will take number of columns. Okay, see all the, there has been given what is B, what is W, what is I, J, R, O, C, O. Okay, suppose number of rows and number of column are not given, we have to use this formula to calculate first this, that is UR minus LR, means upper highest row number and lowest row number to calculate number of rows, and for number of column we have to calculate by the highest column number and lowest column number. Okay, this is your formula. Go thorough with this, it is very important. Please by heart learn all the formulas which are given, because on the base of the formula only you are going to calculate. Now this is your question number one. How we are going to, here we have given index number 4 and 10 contains characters. Characters, pay attention towards this. It contains characters. So what has character? Character have word with 2 bytes. So you have to take here 2 bytes. Okay. If array 00 is stored in a memory location, find the address of array 37. We have to find out this row measure wise, both row measure form and column measure form. Okay, see, first we will write what we content we have got, what we have to calculate. Here is the formula of address of row measure wise, row wise, and here is the formula of column measure wise. All of you have to calculate in this your copy, go through with the formula, and as you all have taken maths, physics, you all can do it. Now this is a question number 2 also. Here we have all, we have to calculate. See, 2 questions are given here. Solve it in your class register very thoroughly. I'll send more questions about this. Okay, so I am going to send PDF of it. Write it down each and everything of the PDF very neatly and clearly in your class registers.